Hello everyone, this is the Snapchat bot tutorial walkthrough video. Now, there are agencies right now getting 10, 15, 20% conversion rates using this bot as we speak. Now, we want you to win too, so we've made this video extremely detailed to teach you how to set up the bot to hit those conversion rates. If you watch this entire video and you deeply understand each topic we go through and how we want you to set up the bot, you'll hit those figures too. I want to start off by saying that this is a very long video, so we've left timestamps in the description. If you want to skip to a certain topic, you can go ahead and do so now. But I want to talk about conversion rates before we go into any topic. Your conversion rate on Snapchat using this bot is dependent on these three things: your model, your ad source, and most importantly, because this is what you can change in the bot, your snap quality. I'm going to say it again in a slightly different way. Your conversion rate depends entirely on your model, what your model looks like, etc. Your ad source, where are your ads coming from? Snapchat ads, are they coming from TikTok? Are they coming from Reddit, Reels, FetLife, Chess.com? Where are they coming from? Where they come from determines your conversion rate. And lastly, what you can control the most using the bot is your snap quality. What types of snaps you have uploaded. So if you're specifically looking for conversion rate help, I would skip to the snaps section. It's going to be the longest and most detailed section of this video, and it's going to make the most impact on your conversion rate. If you're not getting a good conversion rate, or you're getting a conversion rate you're not happy with, before you go on Fiverr and hire copywriters, or you pay random guys on Telegram for these magical scripts, first of all, fix your snap quality. Upload better snaps based off of what we tell you to upload later on in the video. Once you get 10-12% conversion rate and you want to optimize it just a little bit further, then go ahead and pay these random people on Telegram for magical scripts. But magical scripts are not going to save you if you have bad snaps. In fact, nothing's going to save you if you have bad snaps. One other thing to note before we get started is the bot is constantly getting updated. It's constantly changing. The UI is constantly changing. So things in the future, if you're looking at this video deep into the future, things may be in different places, but the core fundamentals of how the bot works are the same. If the fundamentals changed for whatever reason, or there's a new strategy, or there's a new way to convert higher, we're going to make another video. Okay, in this section, we're going to cover pricing, how to get the bot, etc. So you can grab the bot from our Telegram bot, and the Snapchat bot works off of conversations. So you purchase X amount of conversations, and the bot can convert X amount of people. Now, a conversation is only consumed if the guy replies at least once. So if the bot starts a conversation with someone and the guy never replies, that conversation will not be consumed. You won't be charged for it. Now, we do big discounts for bulk purchases and monthly subscriptions. So if you plan to do either of those, you'll be getting a huge discount. If you are running at abnormally large scale, or you need some type of custom plan, go ahead and reach out to our sales team and we can provide you further discounts. Alright, now we'll cover how to install the bot. So there's two ways to install the bot. The preferred way is to install it directly into your anti-detect browser. The second way is to install it directly into your browser profile. So the first way, go ahead and go to your anti-detect browser, doesn't matter which one. Locate the extensions tab wherever it is. In Dolphin it's right here. If you're using AdsPower or whatever it is, just find the extensions tab. Click on the plus, click on upload file, and upload the zip file of the bot. Go ahead and put in any name that you want to identify the bot, and then click create. Now every time you start up a browser profile, the bot will be automatically installed. Now if you click create and you see an error, there's two reasons for errors. The first reason is your fault. It means that you didn't zip the bot correctly. How do you know if you zip the bot correctly? Well, go to the zip file, unzip it, and you should immediately see this file inside the main folder, manifest.json. If you don't see it in the main folder, you fucked up somewhere, tried to unzip it again. Now, if you see the manifest.json file, but it's in a folder of a folder of a folder of a folder of a folder, then it won't work. It needs to be in the parent folder, in the root directory of the zip file. The second reason this might not work is if there's a bug with the anti-detect browser. Bugs with anti-detect browsers happen rarely, but they do happen. So if that does happen and you can't do this preferred method, then go ahead and install it into the browser profile directly. This will work 100% of the time. Go to Chrome/extensions, or go to the puzzle piece and hit manage extensions. Enable developer mode by hitting this toggle, and then click on load unpacked. When you click load unpacked, you then select the folder of the bot, not the zip, but the folder. You can also drag the bot in and just drop it in if you don't want to find it. Now that you have the bot installed, let's teach you how to log in. So before we do anything, you need your access token, and your access token is found in the email or Telegram bot message upon your purchase. So go ahead and find that. I'm going to log in. Cool. So I have my access token in. Submit. Boom. So we have 29,000 conversations left. Maybe you can try Snap Tutorial at home, see if you get that many conversations. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And we're logged in. Now, you'll see a little problem up here. It says log into Snapchat or refresh. Hit it, edit, then submit token again. This happens when the bot doesn't recognize that you're logged into Snapchat because we haven't gotten the login credentials from Snapchat. So to fix this, simply follow the instructions. You can refresh just by hitting the button, or you can do something that works most of the time, which is you force refresh the cache. So hit Command-Shift-R or Control-Shift-R. That'll refresh the cache. And then wait a moment. Let's hit edit and submit again. Didn't work. Of course, nothing works in demos first try. Let's try it again. Let's refresh. Sometimes Snapchat is slow with sending their authorization. Alright, finally we're in. Took a little bit of refreshing, but Snapchat isn't perfect. Okay, so now we're logged in, we can go ahead and get into some trouble here. So let's talk about system settings. So you can find the system settings right here. And the first thing you'll see is day one. So this represents the day the account is currently on. So when you first load an account like we just did, it'll be on day one. The next day it'll be on day two automatically, day three, day four, etc. So this is important because it syncs the stories you post and other things inside the bot. That's the main one though. Now, the time zone of the bot is governed by the city you input in main, and it will appear here. Image blocker, you can't toggle this because image blocker doesn't work on Snapchat. If you block images, Snapchat detects it and the app basically doesn't work. So we have that off, you can't change it. Refresh after crash, this is enabled by itself. If the tab crashes for whatever reason, the bot will refresh. Run in the background, this is something we pride ourselves in. You don't have to have this window open to run it. You can minimize it and it will still run just fine. Now, it is highly recommended to keep this window full screen. So don't expect the bot to run properly if you have your window like this. We see lots of people with lots of windows like this. This causes lots of bugs because the web page changes when you make the window smaller. So keep the window full screen. If you don't want it on your computer, you can always minimize it. It doesn't need to be up because our bot runs in the background. Mute sound. So by default this is off. I highly recommend you turn this on so you don't hear simps calling you. Blur media. This is a beautiful feature that saves your eyes from dick pics. When you run the funnel long enough, your eyes will basically fall off your head for how many dick pics are seen. So please turn this on. It'll blur all the media. Refresh every 0 minutes is a terrible number. 30 minutes is a good number. You want to have this at a decently low but not too high number because Snapchat consumes lots of memory, and if you refresh it often, it keeps the RAM at a low level. Cool. Now let's talk about creating a model. So to create a model, you simply follow this direction. You type in a model. Let's type in tutorial. Let's type in Josie. Click on create. Wait a second, and boom, you have your model. Now, model is important. The model you make is important because all the snaps you upload will be attached to models, not presets. So as you can see, a preset was automatically created for us called Josie default. If we want to create a new preset, let's call it Josie Beast. Click on create preset, wait a second, and boom, we're on Josie Beast. So any changes we make on Josie Beach, any type of settings changes, will automatically be saved into Josie Beast. Any other accounts we have that are on Josie Beast preset will also be updated. Keep that in mind. Cool. So we've created a model, we've created a preset. Now let's talk about snaps. So this is the most important thing to get right on our bot. If you have bad snaps, you can't recover. No amount of guru scripts can help you recover. I don't expect a conversion rate higher than 4% if you have bad snaps. All the agencies doing 10+% have amazing snaps, and you'll see what we mean by amazing. It's not straightforward. So let's go in snaps. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Drag it to the left. So firstly, one important thing to note: throughout the bot, we'll have lots of little helpers, tips, and hints. Please read every single question mark you have your hands on. So any setting you change, before you do anything, read the question mark thoroughly. Read the example, read the hints, and this will go a long way. So same for snaps. Before you do anything, even after you watch this video, click on tips and read this thoroughly. We're going to go through this right now, but please read it on your own. So your conversion rate depends on the snaps you have uploaded. Please follow these guidelines closely. We can't stress enough how important this is. Take the time to get these snaps right. If you have the right snaps, you're going to be unstoppable. You only need to do this once, right? You only need to upload good snaps for your model once. You only need to master it once. Alright, let's start with quality. This is the most important one. And most agencies get this wrong. And we'll go through examples later in this video. We'll go through good and bad examples. We've curated a long list for you guys. So snaps should be extremely low effort. Low effort to mimic a real girl. What does low effort mean? So it has become clear to us as we've seen lots of agencies snaps and we've hopped on lots of calls with you guys that most of you have not snapped a real girl. Not once in your lives, which is very sad. So you can either digest the rest of this video, what we're going to talk about with good snaps, or you can go out there, match with a girl on Tinder and snap her. Figure out how real girls snap, because that's going to help you a ton. It's clear to me that most of you guys don't get pussy and don't talk to girls on Snap. So we're going to help you though. Low effort means that the snap takes less than half a second to capture and to set up. So if you've snapped a real girl, I'm just going to assume you haven't. Girls, when they send a snap individually to a guy, not to a story, not to an Instagram post, but individually to a guy, which they're talking to thousands at a time, they take exactly I'm going to write this out. They take exactly 0.45 seconds to take a snap. So whenever you see a snap and you're judging whether it's a good one or not, if it's too high effort or not, look at this number and memorize it. Could a girl have taken this in 0.45 seconds? A girl on Snap sees a message from a guy, takes a quick picture within an instant and sends it. Doesn't look at it, doesn't check it, doesn't add filters, doesn't add emojis, doesn't add a flash, doesn't add a smile, doesn't do anything. It's a quick picture. So run this through your filter. So snaps can't be professional. Snaps should be without makeup. Big one right here. So when you snap a girl throughout the day, they won't have makeup on 24/7. They're not in their nice clothes with their lipstick on 24/7. And so when you snap a girl, odds are she doesn't have makeup. So no makeup. No posing. So again, can you pose with your perfect smile, with perfect orientation in 0.45 seconds? No, you cannot. So no posing. And in casual clothes. So again, you're snapping a girl throughout the day. She's not going to be in a dress or in lingerie or in whatever other bullshit we've seen looking at some agency snaps. These should be casual clothes. What do girls wear during the day? Baggy clothes. Baggy sweatshirt. Ugly clothes. That's what girls wear during the day. So these are very important. Use baggy clothes, weird orientations. Very important. Don't have perfectly straight pictures. Girls' snaps are all over the place. They're weird orientations. They're blurry there. They're blurry here. Her face should be cut off. There should be messy backgrounds. These are very important. Messy backgrounds. If your girl's snaps are all in a white background, do you think that's going to do well? Absolutely not. You want messy backgrounds. You want it to look real. You want to look like you just caught the girl in the middle of her day and she took exactly 0.45 seconds to send a snap. And photos close to her face. So can a girl outstretch her arm and take a selfie with her arm stretched out with a high angle in 0.45 seconds? The answer is no. So close to face. You can get a little bit more farther away if you tone other things down in your photo, but the arm of your girl, because she needs to be holding the phone, should be very close to her face. Girls aren't going to take the effort to move their arm because they're lazy. move their arm far away. Now, the hotter the model is, the more this is important. If you've got a 9, 8, 7, 10 girl, or a girl that just looks extravagant, meaning she has bright red hair, just the faker a model looks, the more you need to play this off as unprofessional, and the more you need to follow this 0-4-5 rule. If your girl's a 3 and she's 400 pounds, then you can get away with more makeup and more posing and other bullshit. But please, if your model is anything above a 4 and she's anything under 150 pounds, follow this as your Bible. Now on to activity. So you need to pick an activity that fits your model and can last for many hours. Highlight many hours. So remember, you give the AI, we'll get into in a second, you'll give the AI in your main settings an activity. So when the guy says, hey, what are you up to? The AI is going to say, oh, I'm doing X activity. Now, these conversations usually last multiple days. So if your model is doing the same activity every single day and it's a weird activity, the guy's going to be skeptical. So if you have as an activity, your model is watching The Incredibles 3, which is a movie, then every single day when the guy asks, hey, what are you up to? The AI is going to be, oh, I'm just watching Incredibles 3. And the guy's going to be like, didn't you do that yesterday and the day before and the day before? And he's going to be, suspicious. So pick an activity that the girl can do all week long, such as reading, such as studying, such as watching anime. This makes sense. If every day the girl says, oh, I'm watching anime, it makes perfect sense, right? This activity should be one that makes sense to be doing every day. Okay. Lighting. You can upload day or night snaps. However, it's easier to upload anytime snaps that have indoor soft fake light that work for any time of day. So you can tag snaps by lighting, so the bot will only send snaps during the day that are marked as daytime and only send snaps during the night that are marked as nighttime. However, you can also mark them as anytime, so the bot will send them in all types of lightings during the day. We recommend, just for sake of simplicity, to tag and ask your model to shoot anytime snaps. So to make an anytime snap, it needs to be indoor, so you can't have the sun showing or the sky visible or anything like that. It needs to be indoor, and it needs to have soft fake light that can work on any time of day. However, if you want to be more advanced, you can segment them by day and night. Consistency. Make sure outfit and setting is consistent across snaps. I'm not going to get into this too much. This should be the easiest thing to remember. If a guy's snapping you and you're changing outfit every snap, what do you think he's going to think? So keep the outfits consistent. And the setting. So if one snap you're in your car, the other snap you're bowling, the next snap you're in your bathroom, that's not going to fly. Sexy snaps. So you're going to upload sexy snaps in the sexy category. These are very, very important because sexy snaps are sent along with your call to action CTA phase messages. So this is where the OF link is actually sent. So your sexy snaps are sent with your link. So these are very important to get right. They shouldn't have full nudity. Full nudity converts worse. They should be soft nude and subtle sexy. The goal is to tease and save the best for later. So make sure that your sexy snaps are in the same outfit as your other snaps for that day. So sexy snaps should be some subtle little teasing. So if a girl's in a white top that day and all your snaps are in the white top and your daytime setting is studying, then your sexy snap should be in the same setting, studying, with a white top, and maybe the girl's just pulling down her white top a little bit to showing half a nipple. That's a good sexy snap. That's one that converts. Poses. Verification poses are important to upload. So poses are for when the guy says, hey, I don't know if you're real, send me a picture of 2 fingers up. So you want to make sure when you upload these poses, they match the clothing and setting of your other snaps, and that your model looks annoyed. So no smiling. So if you ask a normal girl, hey, I don't think you're real, send me a picture of 4 fingers up. She's not going to do it smilingly. She's going to be pissed and annoyed. So make sure that in the snaps, your model's annoyed. Sad snaps are for when the guy resists subscribing to OnlyFans. So when he's resisting the CTA, sad snaps are sent. So make sure your model looks sad and all other rules apply. Random snaps. Throw in a few random snaps to make it look real. If you've snapped a real girl, which you haven't, most likely, about 5 to 10% of the snaps are random. So it's of her toes, it's of the room, it's of her dog, it's of her wall, it's just black. So make sure you throw that in there to make it extra real. But don't go too crazy. You don't want the guy to lose interest. If all your photos of her cat or of the floor, the guy's going to lose interest, and that's going to affect your conversion rate. Ordering, this isn't as important, but you can set an order for your snaps. This isn't important. This is advanced. The main problem we see agencies are with all the above. So don't worry about order until you're at least at 20% conversion rate. Cool. So now we're going to go through the great activity of interactively learning. We're going to do some interactive learning. That's the best way to learn. So I can talk all day about what makes a good and bad snap, and we can create the most beautiful guide here in plain English, but it's still not going to be the best way to learn. So we're going to show you on screen right now, firstly, bad examples of snaps, and then good examples of snaps at the end of this section. So let's go ahead and pull up an account here. So I'm going to log in. These are real accounts. So keep in mind, every single account we're going to log into is a real agency account. These are real uploaded snaps. And so this should help you understand what to do and what not to do. So let's pull up this account. We have lots of examples to go through, so I'll go relatively quickly. Alright, we're back, boys. The whale crashed my computer, but we're back. So this is a real account. These are snaps that were really uploaded, believe it or not. And we're going to go through. We have lots of accounts to cover, and I'm going to go as fast as I can with each snap to highlight the errors, why it's a bad snap. At the end, you should be able to see for yourself, looking at your own snaps, why they're bad or why they're not. Why they're bad or why they're good. So firstly, so the whale here is positioned so far away from the camera, it's clearly not shot from her. So you need the snaps to be taken from a phone, held from a phone in a selfie angle. So that automatically, it expels this picture. Also, you can even see a watermark. It says @I, whatever that is. So yeah, double whammy here. Again, it goes against the not professional rule here. This looks extremely professional, not taken from a girl, etc. This is an easy one to catch. If any of your snaps look like this, like an Instagram photo, delete them immediately. It's better to have no snaps than this snap. Alright, moving on to this one. So the background's blurred, she's not holding the phone, and she's naked. So this is on main. These aren't on the main category. Main, there's 5 categories, and there's story, main, sexy, sad, and pose. So story are for stories, main are for main snaps sent to the guy throughout the conversation. Sexy snaps are sent along with the link. They should be sexy. Sad are sad snaps where the girl looks sad. This is for objection handling, when the guy says, no, I don't want to subscribe, or he says, no, it's too expensive, or no, you just added me to promote, didn't you? And then poses are verification poses, when the guy says, hey, show me a picture of you with your tongue out, or show me a picture of you holding a spoon, because he doesn't think the model is real. So these are 5 categories. All rules apply to all 5 categories. All 5 categories should also have the same outfit. Keep that in mind. I repeat, all 5 categories should have the same outfit. So we see here different outfits. Not good. Imagine talking to this girl. You first get this snap, looks fake. Then the next snap, different outfit, different location, different everything. This is It can't get any worse than this. So this snap, obviously she didn't take it, and it's a blurred background, so she didn't take it from the Snapchat app. This looks like a portrait mode selfie from an iPhone with a timed camera. So if we look back at our rules, was this taken in 0.45 seconds? No, it wasn't. That picture took at least 5 minutes of photo shooting to take. Let's go to the next one. Same thing applies here. Alright, this one, she's in a car and she's posing with a blurred background and she's in different clothes. So aside from having different clothes every photo, this photo is bad because she's posing and she's naked driving. No girl is naked like this driving. And there's a blurred background, so it wasn't taken from the Snapchat app. And what else? Oh, and she's doing an activity that she can't be doing every day. So unless the agency for their daytime setting put driving, so every time the guy says, hey, what are you up to? The girl says, oh, I'm driving, which is a terrible activity to put, by the way, then this won't make sense. The guy's going to think that she's maybe, I don't know, at home putting her makeup on, and then the guy gets a photo of her driving. It doesn't make sense. So this is not a good activity. Don't have any snaps of your girl in the car. It's not going to match the activity that you input into the bot. This one, again, different outfit, taken by someone else, etc. Not a good one. This one, not taken from the Snapchat app. Too professional. It's got a blurred toe. She's posing way too hard. She has a bunch of makeup on. Not real looking at all. This one, same thing. She's not holding it. Different outfit, etc. Let's see if there's any sexy snaps we can learn from. Okay, same things here. Same things here. Same things apply. Let's move on to our next account. Let me take it off the screen so no one steals anyone's tokens. Copy. Access token. Paste. Okay. So let's go to this model. Her name is Sophia. Let me drag this back into the screen. Cool. So we're on Sophia. Again, these are all real accounts. Let's see what's going on here with Sophia. See what we can learn from Sophia. Okay. Nice and zoomed in. Alright. She's posing. Was this taken in 0.45 seconds? Let's go through our checklist. No, this was taken. This took the girl, the actual model. This probably took her at least 5 minutes. She had to time it. She had to take off her clothes. She needed to pose. She took 10 photos. She needed to find the best one. This is not a snap that girls will send guys individually. She's not even holding the phone, so it's already disqualified. Not holding the phone. Not holding the phone. Posing. What are these poses? Why are we having this girl pose? Are we trying to make it look as fake as possible? Different outfits. Posing. Never holding the snap. Never holding the phone. I don't want to go through any more of these because it will taint our minds. Let's go to a different model. This account. Let's see if there's anything else we can learn from this agency. Let's look at Lisa. So, snaps. Okay. So this looks so face-tuned and photoshopped and fake. I've never seen anything more fake in my life. Eyes glowing, makeup on. She's not even holding the phone. These are some of the fakest snaps I've ever seen in my life. Look how posed and professional this looks. This looks like I got it off of Google Images. So I expect a 1% conversion rate with these snaps. And I hope we can all understand why. She's now naked. Again, you're snapping a girl in the middle of her day and she's not wearing pants. That never happens. If you think that happens, you've never snapped a real girl. So I'm not sure why there's no pants here. Put the pants on, please. Put the pants back on. And all the same. All too fake looking, too much smile, too much this, too much that. That's enough. Okay. Next agency. I hope each agency we pull up here, we are learning what not to do. So these again are what not to do. This is the best way to reduce your conversion rate, is to copy these agencies. Copy these agencies and you will greatly reduce your conversion rate. You will succeed in reducing your conversion rate. So let's go ahead and paste this guy in. Go here. Go there. Alright, pull this back in. Alright, let's go to a model here. Ada. So let's see what we can learn from Ada. Okay, so Ada. So Ada is looking too perfect. Look at the orientation here. It's perfectly straight. Let's see what else we can learn from. It's got makeup on. It's just too professional. There's too much intent behind these pictures. She moved her arm into a pose. This looks like an Instagram story, not a snap you send to a guy that you take in half a second. She's also smiling. Why is she smiling like that in a pose? Same thing here. See this hand doing the pose and the perfect orientation of the mirror? Not good. This is not realistic. I don't know what's going on here, but this is not good. Clearly this agency has never gotten any type of pussy from Snapchat before, because girls do not snap like this at all. But it's okay. We will substitute your lack of pussy with this beautiful tutorial video. These poses right here with the hand perfectly placed on her cheek and her looking into the camera, in the background being perfect and the lighting being perfect and the makeup and everything, it's too perfect. Again, this is a hot girl. You need to dumb it down way more. Look at this. Toes perched like a ballerina dancer. Too perfect. I cringe looking at this. This is like a 2% conversion rate right here. The subtle smile, too perfect. Holding a pen, okay, that's alright. But again, same thing. Just, it's too perfect. It's showing all of her face, makeup. Let's see what else, if we can learn anything else from here. Okay, this is the first doable one I've seen all day from this model. She's covering her face, that's realistic. And so you can't tell that she has a lot of makeup on and she's in the bathroom. And yeah, this is the only good one I've seen so far. It could be better, but it's the best one I've seen so far. So we're looking here. Again, too posed. Why are you looking into the camera like that with a smile? This isn't a photo shoot. Okay, let's see if we can learn anything from Sexy. Again, they should all match the outfit, so at least they do that. It seems like she's matching the outfit, sort of. This is a good snap. This is too perfect. What's with the hand on the lips? Too perfect. Suddenly she lost her pants. So it's good that they kept the outfit similar, but she needs to have her clothes still on. So, again, these aren't bad. it's just not congruent with the previous outfit. Remember, you want the outfit in the storyline to be perfectly seamless. So now she changed outfits completely. So, too much posing. She's not even holding the phone in this one. Terrible. This one's better. These are better. The outfits are different, but slightly better. Outfits are different. She's not even holding the phone. This looks too perfect. It's like perfectly framed. She's posing too much. Again, a girl throughout her day isn't going to be wearing this type of lingerie. So any type of lingerie is not good. No lingerie in these snaps. If you want good conversion rate, remove all lingerie from all snaps. See if we can learn anything else. Okay. Cool. On to the next agency. We're learning a lesson from each agency. So let's pull this one up. Alright, copy, paste, boom. Okay, so I think, okay, this is the Melissa model. Alright, boys, please, viewer discretion is advised. This model is not for those of you with sensitive eyes, or those of you with sensitive hearts. So please, viewer discretion is advised. Do not continue to watch this if you are sensitive. So let's figure out how to load these snaps. Snaps are not wanting to load. They're saving us from our own self. Okay. Again, I'm sorry to everyone that you have to see this, but this is a great learning lesson. Again, remember how conversion rate is dependent on model. If you're rocking a model like this, you may have some trouble reaching the 10, 15, 20% conversion rates. That's all I'll say. But there is some things to be learned from this, so that's why I'm showing it. So with this, different clothes. She's not holding the phone. She's not holding the phone. And she's always in a white background. She's always on her bed. That's not too bad, but the emojis, come on. Can the emojis be placed in 0.45 seconds? That's the time that a girl takes to send a snap. The answer is no. It would take me 2 to 3 seconds to place the emoji on the right position here. So the answer is no. So emojis are a no-go. Let's move quickly from that. Not holding the phone. Not holding the phone. Why do you have a middle finger and a sexy? So again, this agency has improperly tagged the photos. Make sure that everything's tagged properly. Okay, let's save our eyes a little bit. This is the best photo I've seen so far, but she's not even holding the phone, so it doesn't look realistic. So this agency has managed to make a perfectly real looking person into a fake. They have done the impossible. They have made guys think that this model is a catfish. So please don't do this. What in the world is... Please don't do this. Let's see if there's any... Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, hopefully we learned valuable lessons from that. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so copy, paste. Let's pull this up. Alright, let's go to snaps. Let's select a model. Let's go with Peyton. Let's see what Peyton looks like. All right. Smiling, makeup, lingerie, posing. She ticked basically every box to not do. So we're off to a great start. Outfit day 1. Yet suddenly she changed outfit, so I'm not sure what's going on here. We need outfits to be consistent. She's smiling. Why is she smiling? Girls don't smile in snaps they take in 0.45 seconds to an individual guy. It's a normal face. It's a neutral face, not a smile. And look at the orientation. Look how perfect this picture is. It's not candid. She's looking into the camera. She's posing. She has her hand in the pose. She's got her nipples showing a little bit. It just looks too posed. The background is good though. Notice how it looks a little messy. I'll give it that. It looks like a normal background. I won't even comment on this, but we all know that it's impossible to take a selfie without 2 hands on Snapchat. So that's that. Let's look at sexy to see if we can learn anything from sexy. Okay. Fake. This is such a fake look. A fake scripted look. The most important time where the link is sent, it determines the conversion. And you send a fake look. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to your agency? Why would you hurt your agency this way? Okay. Now let's look at Luna. Alright. So with Luna, Luna looks like she's basically a 10 for US standards. In any US city, she's a 10. She looks like an angel. She's basically a perfect human being. With perfect human beings, you need to downplay them as much as possible. So having this girl nonchalantly, randomly snapping a guy, basically naked, is a huge red flag. They're already red flagged because she's perfect. And guys have never seen a girl that looks like this in their lives. So they're already skeptical. But you make it even more skeptical by having her naked. So put some baggy clothes on, please. Let's look up baggy clothes. Girl in baggy sweater. Without the makeup, but this is perfect. This is what girls in the US wear, even to university, but definitely when they're at home. They do not wear this at home. You see the difference? You see the difference? Okay. So we can learn that. See sexy and see what we can learn from sexy. Where is the phone? The phone is floating. Why is the phone floating? Look how outstretched it is. It looks too posed. It looks too perfect. These take too long. It's not 0.45 seconds. It takes 0.45 seconds just for her to move her hair like that. It's too posed, too perfect, too scripted. These are not believable snaps. Coupled with the fact that this girl's a 10, you're shooting yourself in the face. This is a 1% conversion rate right here. I hope everyone's seeing a theme of what not to do. So with this next one, let's see how many more lessons are in store for us. Boom. Let's choose the model, Lena. Alright, let's try Lena. Lena -1. -1 for -1 conversion rate. Okay. So, with Lena, do we see what's wrong here? I hope we do by this time. Posing. She's posing. Why are you posing? Not good. She's in a sexy cleavaged outfit at home. Again, let's pull up what girls look like at home. So girls at home, there we go, are wearing this. This is what girls wear at home. So this is a famous model, I believe. And even she wears this shit at home. So, yeah. Does this look like this? No, this looks like she's about to go out. And she's getting ready for a photo shoot. And she's posing and she's... Notice the high angle on the selfie, meaning she's holding out her arm. That takes a lot of effort. Girls won't do that with individual snaps. Posing, cleavage... Posing. Now she doesn't have pants anymore. Let's make it more as unfake as we can. Let's remove her pants. Let's make her pose. Let's have the phone floating as well. Let's make it as real as we can. Let's pose even more. Okay, sweater. This is better, but she's got no pants and she's also posing. These posing is not good. This is not good. This is not going to fit the flow of a conversation either. Posing. That hand posing. We don't want to see this hand. If you see a girl with her hand with this scorpion hook, it's the classic I'm posing for a picture look. It's the classic I'm fake and I made this picture for Google Images look. Please remove it. Not holding the phone. Suddenly she's in lingerie. No go. This is a main snap. No go. Again, you're snapping a girl throughout her day. Why is she sitting on the floor? This looks like she went to sit on the floor for a cool picture, not because she's just in the middle of her day. So we can learn a lot from that. Let's check in on the sexy. See if we can learn anything from the sexy. Again, this face is too posed. Have your girls just have a natural, relaxed, normal face. As I say that, we see this. This does not look natural or relaxed. This picture could work if throughout the entire day she's wearing this sweater. This actually could work. I don't love the pants are suddenly missing because that doesn't make sense. But this could work. This is a good photo. This could work as well. Too much posing, too much posing, too much smiling. This is good. I like this one. This looks very realistic. You would get this from a real girl. Remember, real girls don't know how to take selfies properly, especially nudes. This looks perfect. Okay. Too much smile. Too much smile. Way too much smile. Way too much. In the look at the angle of the selfie. It's high up. It's extended. It's not close to her face. It doesn't look real. So this is what snaps look like. Have we seen a snap like this, by the way, by any of the contestants yet? No, we haven't. So again, it's clear that not only have these agencies never snapped a girl in their life or gotten a taste of real pussy on Snapchat before, they haven't even done the simple due diligence of going on Google and looking up Snapchat selfie. This is a real ass looking snap. Does it fit the criteria of no makeup, 0.45 seconds, baggy clothes, etc., etc., etc.? Yup, it does. Let's go to the next agency. We are being as thorough as we can with this because it's that important. Copy, paste, boom, pull it up. All right, boom. figure out why snaps are not showing up. It's possible this agency's onto us and they know that we're onto them and we're gonna make them an example. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, we're skipping this agency. They've been spared from public humiliation. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so let's select a random model. Let's go with Eva. And now let's go to snaps. Alright, let's check out Eva. So Eva is wearing a headset here. This is not good. This looks, and she's naked too. Oh my goodness. No girl is lounging around at home looking this good with makeup on, with all this skin showing and a headset on. Come on. Gamer girls already are so far and few between and fake looking. There's no need to make yourself even more fake looking by putting on a headset and being naked and having makeup on and posing with the tongue and with the hand on the hips. Too much. Remove the headset, remove everything, just delete this photo. Too much smiling. It's too contrived. This is too set up. This is too scripted. This is clearly taken in the background because why is she suddenly spinning around holding her tits? No, not good. Not good at all. Smiling. Tongue. Posing with her hand, smiling. Tongue. Why is there nudity in main? This is a great way to get a bad conversion rate. There shouldn't be any nudity in main. Remove the nudity, please. And remove the whatever's going on here with the pose. Too much posing, too much smiling. No girl has that much enthusiasm to one random guy in the DMs. This is the only good snap I've seen on this account so far. Now this looks real. If you've snapped a girl, you will have gotten plenty of these. This makes perfect sense. Cool. Let's see if we can learn anything from Sexy. Okay, the good thing is that she's in the same outfit, which is believable and good. This one is probably the most believable looking because her face is kind of natural. This one is too much smiling. This is too set up, too much photo shoot. So that's what we can learn from this agency. Let's go to the next one. Okay, let's see what model we can choose here. Let's go with Olivia. Okay, so these are all sexy. Okay, plain background, not good. She's not even holding the phone. She's got her leg up in a pose. Luckily, she's not doing anything with her face. That's the only good thing about this photo. Now she's doing something with her face. This looks like a pose. Same issues. Emojis. What did we say about emojis? Emojis are bad, terrible. No girl adds emojis in post edits her photos that she sends to one guy. This is not bad at all. This is not bad at all. This looks very realistic. Notice how the shirt looks imperfect and she's not posing. And this is just a good photo. This is horrible. We went from good to horrible, and she's in a different outfit completely. She's in a different outfit every photo. This is too staged. No girl does this. No. This is way too much effort. This is not taken in 0.45 seconds. Emojis. This looks like a photo shoot. I've never seen a picture like this look so fake. It's because it doesn't look like a selfie. Something's off about this picture, and it's the blurred background. It doesn't look like a real one. This is actually not bad. If this was without emoji, this wouldn't be bad. However, we know what we feel about full nudity. Not good. And also, it's not matching her other clothes. It's just not ideal. But this looks realistic. Fake looking pose. Okay. Enough with that agency. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. Alright, so this looks like a very realistic snap. No problems with this. This looks also very realistic. No problems with this. Suddenly we're in a different outfit. I have huge problems with this. Suddenly we're in the car. This is terrible. It won't match the activity the AI says that she's doing. This is great. Looks very realistic. Also looks great. Very realistic. Random snaps are good. Random snaps are also good. So the main problem is that she has her ratio of random snaps to pictures of her is so low. Most of the time what the guy's getting, since they're sent at random, is pictures of a McFlurry and pictures of her blanket. It's good to sprinkle in 1 or 2 random snaps max, but you don't want this many. And also, you never actually really get to see the girl. You never see her face. And also, she's in different clothes every snap. And also, she's in the car very often. So this is why we've selected this as a bad example. Let's see if we can learn anything from Sexy. This is good, except it's a little too Suddenly she's in different clothes. She's going to the beach in a bikini. I don't know what's going on here. There should be no random snaps in Sexy. This is your chance to convert the guy. Is this gonna have him convert a shadow? No. Is he gonna convert based off of a black and white? This looks like a dude. Is this the agency owner? Who knows? The agency owner might have put some lingerie on and put a flower in the background, and boom, there's a photo for the snap funnel. So yeah, this is not going to convert well at all. Let's look at Annie. Okay, see if we can find anything for Annie. Okay, Annie. So Annie looks like a very believable girl. But again, how are you going to send a guy in a Spider-Man shirt and then immediately after he's going to have completely different lighting, completely different everything, completely different shirt, random snaps, too many random snaps. And now we're back to Spider-Man, and then we're now in a baggy sweatshirt. This is a perfect snap, by the way. This is a great snap. Very good snap. I like it, but it's not consistent with the outfit. I like the baggy though. This is too, it's not terrible, but it's too, I'm trying to take a picture with my coffee mug. This is good, but again, is it consistent with something you're going to do all week? I don't even know where she is, but it's hard to pull off. Like if this is some type of mall, maybe she could be at the mall every day. It might work, but again, she's in a different place every snap. See if we can learn anything from Sexy. Okay, nothing about these are sexy at all. So don't have any random bullshit in your Sexy. Sexies are very important, and they're in different clothes. And I mean, this could work really well, but again, it's too. Why is she in a dress suddenly? All right, let's go to the next agency. Things need to be coherent. They need to make sense. Same outfit, same setting, same everything. Okay, let's figure what's going on here. Let's go with Valentina. Alright, so Valentina is another USA 10. She's a 10. She looks like a 10. So, guys have never seen a girl like this in real life ever. Most guys, at least anywhere in the US. So, off the bat, she's wearing a bikini. Why is she wearing a bikini throughout her day? It doesn't make sense. So a girl like this, she's a 10. You need to tone her the fuck down. This isn't gonna work. This is too fake looking. Even though she's got a normal face and she's not posing too much, although here she's posing with the arm, which makes it look fake. This isn't toned down. She has too much makeup on. She's too much skin showing. She was wearing something like... She was wearing something more baggy. It would be more believable. Too much posing. She's too beautiful to be doing all this posing. But what I will say she's doing well is the neutral face. But too much makeup. Too much makeup, posing, hand on head. This is the only good snap I've seen so far. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. This looks realistic, but I would take off more makeup. Yeah, let's see if we can learn anything from Sexy. Very, very good. Very good. Notice how the face is cut out. So that's one of our tenets. Having the face cut out. And so this is just great. I don't like that it's in a bikini because girls don't wear bikinis in the middle of the day. But this is good. This is okay. This is perfect as well, based off what she was wearing. She just, again, she's going throughout her day and she just slips a knit very casually. This looks a little fake, but not terrible. This looks really good. Notice how it's even a little bit blurry. And yeah, if she took off her makeup a little bit, but this is good. These are good as well. And this is also good as well. Let's see what else we can learn. Let's choose a different model. Too high of an angle. She's naked. Not good. Girls aren't wearing this throughout their daily lives. Posing. Why is there nudity in your main? This is not the place for it. Posing. This is the only realistic snap I've seen so far right here. This works. Good. Sweatshirt. Okay. This snap right here would work if she wasn't posing so hard. And she didn't have makeup on and her hair wasn't perfect. But these are the types of clothes that girls wear. Perfect. See if we can learn anything from Sexy. Same principles. What is this posing? The eyes looking away is a classic pose. Not good. Too high of an angle. Too much effort. This wasn't taken in 0.45 seconds. See if we can learn anything from his last model, Lane G. Too posy and too much makeup. Let's go to sexy. Different outfits as well. Not sure what's going on there. So now this is sexy. Let's see what we can learn here. Different outfits and looking away, posing, smiling. This is the only good one I've seen so far. This is not good. Again, this is your opportunity for the guy to subscribe. He's not going to subscribe to a computer screen, even with panties on the bed. That's not going to help. Too much posing. Alright, so we learned enough from that agency. Let's go to the next one. Alright, Deanna. Alright, so Deanna. Too much posing, and also a girl's not wearing an outfit like this throughout her day. Unless it was pajamas, but the pajamas don't have cleavage like that. These look realistic. You don't want too many of these, but these would work. Not terrible. But again, the high angle posing is not good. Alright. Do we see the problem with this? So the problem with this is that it's clearly daytime. You can see the sunlight. And she's doing yoga. So if in the daytime setting, the agency has, you are doing yoga. So every time the guy asks, hey, what are you up to? The AI will say, doing yoga. It's not going to work 5 days in a row. The guy asks, hey, what are you doing? Doing yoga. It doesn't make sense. You've been doing yoga 5 days in a row. Every time I ask what you're doing yoga. What's up with that? So this is not an activity that makes sense to be doing all day, every day, during the day. So I wouldn't have this. It's not recommended to have such an activity. So these aren't too bad. Either. It makes sense because she's doing yoga, but again, yoga is not a good activity to choose. These aren't terrible. Yeah, these aren't terrible. Again, a little too much posing, and if the makeup was dropped, it'd be better. But these aren't terrible. Let's go to a different model. Amanda. Okay, so this is some type of lady in her 60s. So again, car is not a good activity because if you put driving in your activity, it doesn't make sense to be doing many days in a row. At least the outfit's consistent. Okay. So again, you can get away with a lot more because no one's catfishing with a girl like this, so you can get away with a lot more. Again, the outfit suddenly changed and she's posing, but you can get away with it because she's not a 10. She's not the typical catfish kind of girl. But again, we don't want any type of posing. We're shooting for 20% conversion rate here. Drop the posing. Suddenly in a different outfit, too much posing. This could kind of work. She's, older. She's quirky. Okay, this could kind of work. I would click on sexy, but out of respect for our elders, I won't. Let's go to the next one. So we did Amanda. Okay, let's try it. Sophia. Alright, Sophia. Again, I see yoga, and it's during the day. You can see the sunlight. Again, we don't want yoga to happen. This girl's also high up there in attractiveness, so you need to be even more careful about things looking fake. These aren't terrible. This girl... Ooh. Okay, this is a great lesson for us all. A great lesson for us all. So, if you look at closely here, we see light switches. These light switches are clearly not from the USA. There's no light switches ever manufactured in the United States of America that look like this. You can also see a currency, a non-US currency here. So, yeah, if this girl is saying that she lives in the USA, they're going to get absolutely clocked from the US audience when they see this picture. Make sure your pictures don't give away what location you're really in. It should be obvious, but it's not, apparently. So, yeah, too much posing here. This looks like an Instagram post. Too much posing. Let's look at sexy. See if we can learn anything from sexy. Posing. This one's not too bad. But again, these clothes don't really match what she's wearing. Yeah, these not horrible, because you can see what she was wearing from earlier, kind of dragged down. Not horrible, but too much posing in these. All right, next one. Okay. So, Camille. Let's see what's going on with Camille. Alright. Alrighty, Camille. So, cat in the background, that's good. That looks normal. Girls are always with their pets. She's posing too much. She's looking away. Notice how she has her arms extended out. Just to extend her arms out takes like 2 seconds, not 0.45. So, yeah, too much effort in this picture, and plus the pose. Even the cat's posing. Fake. Her arms are a little too much extended. These aren't horrible, not terrible, but she's got that smile pose, arm extended, not ideal. Arm extended, not ideal. Arm extended, not ideal, kind of posing. She's holding this up. This looks like she just took the pillow for the pose. Not good. It's not like you caught this girl in the middle of her day. It's not giving us that impression. Posing. What's with this pose? This isn't a photo shoot. This is a conversion funnel, not a photo shoot. Let's look at sexy. See if we can learn something from sexy. Okay, so we're on sexy now. Let's go ahead and scroll down. She doesn't even have sexy, so I expect 0.4% conversion rate on this model. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so let's select Claire. Alright, what can we learn from Claire? Okay. She's outside and it's daylight, so that's pretty constraining. Not an issue, but it is constraining. Not holding the phone here. This is too posed. Too much pose. I like how the face is cut out though. It makes it more realistic, but too much pose. Too much pose. She's not even holding the phone. This is too much pose. Face pose. Lip pose. Arching the back and smile pose. Sexy in the main is not good. And she also switched clothes all of a sudden. So she went from this to that all of a sudden. How did that happen? She must be fake. Even I don't think she's real. This girl's fake. So, nudity. Let's try to get the guy to not subscribe as much as we can here. Let's just throw in a random pool picture. With a nice photography blur. And a nice smile to top it off. And then let's throw a few more Instagram posts in here. Why not? Why not? Let's throw a few more Instagram posts in here. Clearly, this agency hasn't sniffed a piece of pussy from Snapchat before ever in his life. Bikinis, too much skin, too much bikinis, too much nudity. Girls don't wear this stuff during the day. This is hurting my eyes. Okay. Let's go on another model. Too much smile. Gosh, she looks dead inside. Look at that. But again, too much smile. Not holding the phone and posing. Posing. Not holding the phone and has a flash and is posing. Let's stand as far away from the camera as we can. So from wearing a yellow top to a black shirt, we have very consistent outfits here, to suddenly being at the beach. These are all different activities. The AI is not going to be able to keep up. I expect a -5 conversion rate on this. Let's look at sexy for this one. Okay, no sexy. Alright, next agency. Copy, paste, boom, pull it up. Let's select this one. All right. Okay, so this girl already looks fake. She's got that, I don't want to say transgender and be rude, but she's got that fake makeup look already. So, you need to be extra careful with this. This picture is not terrible. Keep in mind the sun is showing, so this can only work during the day. But they have tagged it as day, so that works. Sun is showing. This gives you the exact time of day. So if it's noon, and the sun is basically setting, this is going to alert guys that you aren't real. So I wouldn't have the sun showing ever in any picture. So this is not good. This dog looks very mistreated. Look at his eyes. He looks dead inside. Okay. Clearly he's not getting any of OF money from this model. Showing ass in the middle of the day. And posing, nope. Sunlight, not terrible. Sunlight's not necessarily a bad thing, but again, it's better to shoot anytime snaps just so you don't have to have your model shoot a million snaps for each category, for each time of day, for each outfit. Just it gets a little out of control there. But posing, lifting up shirts, showing boobage, not the move during main. This is too much makeup, too much pose, and it's just too scripted and perfect. Posing. Bless you. This one, she's posing and lifting up her shirt. It's too unnatural. Posing. This isn't terrible. This looks like this isn't terrible. This is the best one I've seen so far. She's basically naked, doesn't have pants. What in the world is this pose? Please. So that's gonna get a solid 0 score out of 10 on the ranking system. It's too high quality. There's too good lighting. Lighting's too good. Please, agencies, fuck up your lighting. Make the lighting terrible. This lighting is too good. It looks like a professional light is in the room. This isn't terrible, but it's a little too posy. Too much posing. Although the face is good. Her face being neutral is good. It's fake smile. Her clothes are suddenly missing. It's not the consistency with the outfit throughout the day isn't there here. And then, yeah, the outfits aren't consistent. This isn't terrible. Especially if you have the setting as watching Netflix at night. This isn't terrible. This isn't terrible either. Alright, let's go to the next agency. Alright, here's our next agency. So let's go ahead and choose a model. Alright. Whose VA is on here? Alright, so this girl looks like a VA. But we're gonna look past that and just look at the feedback. So too much posing. This also will scare the subscriber away. We don't want to scare subscribers away. So if you're going to have a pose, which you should never, at least have a good one. This isn't even a good pose. Posing. This one's posing as well, and a little bit too much forehead real estate shown as well. This one's believable. This is a good one. It's too scripted. Why is she smiling so deeply? Too much smile. Too much tongue. This one's too much VA. This one is too scripted. This isn't. Too much skin, too much smile, too much pose. Too much pose. We get the point. These are too, they're too fake. Like, you would look this up, you would see this on Google Images. Like, if you look up VA with tongue out, you would see this image. Not good. Alright, let's look at sexy. See if we can learn anything from sexy. Okay. Too much smiling. Why are you this happy? The girl should not be this happy. She's bored throughout her day. She's snapping some random guy. There's no need to be this happy. Unless you want to trigger fake alarms. Remember, we are in 2024, the year of depression. No one's this happy. VA's got some cake. This looks like a studio photo shoot. If by this time in the video we don't know what's wrong with this photo, we'll need to restart the video. But every single thing that we've listed is embodied in this photo. What not to do. Alright, let's check out Day. Okay, so Day's got lots of photos. Let's see what we can learn. So, this is doable. She's got too much makeup on. She's got too much cleavage, etc. But she's ugly enough to where you don't need to worry too much. But you definitely don't want poses like this at all. This looks like a Instagram post. Nope. Way too fake. It's too perfect of a picture. She's got her arms outstretched. Too much effort in this photo. It reeks of effort and professionalism. And so does this one. She's like pushing her tits up. It's just too fake, and she's biting her lip, not the move. Too fake, too posed. This one's not bad at all. This one's if she wasn't doing something with her mouth, it wouldn't be bad. Too posed. This one's not too bad. This one's terrible. What in the pose is this? No. Move that hand back down. And again, this high angle screams fakeness. The lower angle you can get, the better. Let me look up low angle face selfie. So a low angle selfie like this, for example. Well, let's look it up. Low angle snap selfie. What can we see here that's useful for us? Google Images is not helping us here, but basically you want the angle to be low. I'm not seeing a good example here. In a few moments we'll show you good examples. You'll be able to see low angles. Okay, so angle's too high and too tense, too much tension, too much pose, too much. This is too perfect. The lighting is way too good. This lighting's way too good. Oh my goodness. She's like perfectly sweating, and her abs are glistening, and the lighting's perfect, and the subscription's not happening here. No subscriptions are occurring because it's too fake. It almost looks AI generated. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Okay. We get the point with Day. Day suffers of professionalism in AI imagery. Yeah. Every single photo with the pose, with the tilt in the head, everything's just too fake. Even something that may seem to be real is too posed. I hope by now you realize what makes this too much of a professionally taken photo. Makeup on, she's posing, she has her arm outstretched, she's got cleavage on, she's wearing like her best outfit, and it's just the middle of the day. It makes no sense. And her head is tilted to one side, she's opening her mouth ever so slightly. It's too posed. Next agency. Alright, so it's this agency. Let's go to Samara's main photos. Way too scripted. Why is her brush on her face? Why is she suddenly in different clothes and smiling? And why has she got all this makeup on? What she's wearing is good though. This looks normal. Looks like PJs, pajamas. Pajamas are good. Pajamas are very good. This looks a little too posed, but not terrible. Too much smiling. This looks not terrible, not terrible. Too much smiling. She's holding the stuffed animal and holding the stuffed animal in a pose. This looks like an Instagram story. Not good. This is not what is sent individually to guys. Did it take her 0.45 seconds to scoop up a stuffed animal on the floor and take a picture with a smile? No, it didn't. Smile. Pose. She looks like she's taking a shower photo shoot. She's got her back all straight and her posture straight suddenly, and a smile. No thanks. And her head tilted as well, slightly to the side to show her jawline. No thanks. Too fake. Relaxed expression is good, but the posing is not, and the makeup is not. Let's look if we can see anything from sexy here. What in the world? No. No, she's got her entire photo shoot rig in the photo. She's got her entire rig in the photo. Oh my goodness. This is not bad. Again, the no pants is concerning because these should match the outfit from the entire day. So her suddenly not having pants isn't the best idea. But this isn't a terrible, it's not terrible, but it is bad. And you're kind of seeing the sunlight. So this is not an anytime snap because you can see the sunlight. So if this is sent at 2 a.m., the guy says it, he's like, what? How is it 2 a.m.? Fake. This is almost too perfect. This photo is almost too perfect. Not terrible, not terrible. Why are there poses in sexy? Again, imagine during the CTA, you're a guy talking to a hot girl, and she's trying to push her OnlyFans, and then you get this photo. Nothing makes you want to subscribe less than this photo, doesn't it? Make sure you tag things properly. These poses, and again, these poses, the girl's smiling. Poses should be upset and annoyed. It's like she's happy to verify herself. I don't believe you're real. Send me a picture of you with a pinky finger and your thumb finger up. And then the girl's like, okay, with a smile. No, not happening. She's going to look annoyed. Please have your poses with an annoyed look. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, enough of this model. See if we can see anything from Sophie that's useful. Sophie. Okay, so Sophie is, she's like a 5 or 6, so you can get away with a little bit more, but look how fake and scripted this is. It's too posed. She's wearing sexy clothes during the day. It doesn't make sense. Why is she showing so much skin? It doesn't make sense. And why is she squatting like that? Unless she's doing it for the picture. But why would she be doing it for a picture if she's sending it only to one guy? And how is she gonna squat in 0.45 seconds? She's not. So this is why it's fake. Fake, fake, fake. Too much posing. God gifted you with a model that looks realistic, and you hurt yourself by making it all posed. Way too posed. Way too posed. We're gonna go on to the next agency now. I bet every single model he has are posed like this. So we've exhausted the amount of learning from that guy in that agency. Alright, next one. This is exhausting, going through every single account, but we're happy to do this because of how important snaps are for conversion rate. And we're also tired of people complaining about conversion rate and then their snaps look like this. I'll show you now. Okay, no snaps for Lexi. So no snaps is even worse than bad snaps. So Lexi's not converting. Let's see what's happening with Mimi. Okay, perfect, perfect. So Mimi is a case of, she looks like a doll. She looks like a doll. So she looks fake already, and she's got perfect hair. So with someone like Mimi, we need to, if we look at tips again, we need to play down this even more. So let's see if the agency has successfully played shit down. Mimi's posing here. This isn't terrible because the quality's off, so that's good. So quality wise, in terms of pixelation, it's perfect. But again, she's posing too much. This looks like it was taken from Imgur or the internet or stockphotos.com. And she's got too much makeup on, and a girl like this, you need to downplay her heavily. You need to put her in some baggy clothes. Kanye West baggy outfit, music, video. Exactly. You need to put your model in clothes like these if she looks like Mimi. Put Mimi in this. I'm sure you can buy this exact outfit. Buy this exact outfit. Maybe not exact, but buy her some baggy clothes. You get the point. Throw Mimi in here and watch her convert. This is too perfect. She's outstretched her arm, high angle, posing her hand. She's wearing clothes that she wouldn't be wearing at home alone. This is not converting. Mimi won't be converting any subs, unfortunately. Back to TikTok we go. Okay. Let's see if there's another model from this agency we can learn from. Let's go to Ava. Okay, what's going on with Ava? Ava has different clothes in every photo. Oh, this hurts to look. And she's in the car. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. So imagine you're talking to a guy in Oklahoma where there's not a single tree anywhere, and you send this guy a picture of her with trees. It's not gonna work out well. Make sure you have photos that don't identify the location. And make sure you have consistent outfits. Not sure what's going on here. Different outfit for every photo. Let's go to the next one before we get cancer of the brain. Alright, next one. Log into this agency's account. Okay, boom. Let's select Maya. Let's go here, snaps. Okay, Maya looks like the hot version of your VA. So hopefully by now we can understand exactly what's wrong here. Posing, nude. This looks face-tuned. Oh goodness, this looks photoshopped, face-tuned, and AI generated and fake at the same time. Posing, nudity in main, face-tuned, fake. Yeah, someone get their VA back. Let's go to sexy. Oh goodness. A girl is never naked like this on her couch during the day, ever. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. You will never get a snap like this from a girl, ever. So, yeah, not working, not gonna work. Not gonna work. Too much posing. Way too much posing. And too much tricep as well. I would decrease the tricep and the posing while you're at it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Alright, so this model is called Sexo. We can only guess how these are going to be. What's going on? Why aren't we seeing snaps? See what's going on here. Alright, so we pulled up this one. Let's see what we can learn. So this model is like an 8, maybe a 9, maybe an 8. For some US city, this is a 10. So she's hot as fuck, and she's got blue eyes. She just looks fake. So we need to make sure that she's downplayed. Posing with the her hair looks perfect, makeup looks perfect, and she's posing and she's showing skin. It's just too much. Now the only thing I will say is good is the messy background. That's the only positive. That's the only thing that might save these photos. But again, she looks too fake with the posing. Why is she lifting her shirt up? That doesn't make sense. It's too fake. Same issue here, although I will say good messy background. This works. There's no cons about this. Too much now. Ooh. Ooh. Not terrible. But again, you want to keep the guy interested in the conversation, or you'll never get to the link. So you don't want too much of the same, thing. But so you do want face, but not too many complaints. There. Let's look at sexy. Suddenly different clothes. So automatically no one's converting to that. Clothes suddenly changed. Very few people are gullible enough to subscribe to a clothes changing woman. Yeah. This is a great photo though. Without the posing. Excuse me. Without the posing, this would be a great photo. This one's perfect. Look, notice the face. This looks like a normal, natural face. It took 0.5 seconds. T's in the back. Although having no pants suddenly isn't the best, but it would work. Two posed and no pants, no pants. Okay, cool. Is there any other model here? Nope. All right, let's go to the next agency. We have 3 more examples before we get to the good examples. All right. Copy, go there, paste. Okay. So, pulling up Katie from this agency. See what we can learn from Katie. Alright, Katie, way too smiley. What's up with this happiness? It's 2024. We're all depressed and sad and lonely, and we need OnlyFans. And so, we don't need this happiness, though. So, let's get rid of the smiles. Let's get rid of the posing. Don't know why that hand's there. Posing just ruins everything. Stop posing. Look natural. Look normal. Too much posing. Oh my goodness. I won't even say words. By now we should know exactly what's wrong. She's not even holding the phone. Who took the picture? Same issues. So these will get you a big fat 0 in terms of conversion rate. Too smiley. This one could work, but this one could work, but still kind of with the posing. Too smiley, too smiley, too smiley, too posy, too smiley, too posy, too smiley. Again, God has gifted you, agency, with a normal looking girl that looks realistic, and then you send these smiley ass posy photos. Alright, the only realistic looking photo, she's not in it. Okay. Good, but you don't want too many photos like these. Too smiley. This would work if there wasn't the hand pose. Lifting up the shirt, too much skin. Okay. I think we get the point. See if there's anything else we can learn going through here. With the hand symbols, not even holding the phone. At least the outfits are consistent. Okay, no girl in her day-to-day is on her knees like that. Ever. You will never find a girl on her knees in her daily life. Ever. She's either laying down, sitting down with her cat, etc. But not on her knees like that. So, or blowing kisses randomly. So, it's a shame. All this work this model took, with their smiles and her poses, and all this hard work, and her outfits that she put on, these special outfits, and all these special colorful designs, just to get no conversion rate. Isn't that sad? I'm sorry for you, Katie. I'm sorry for you. But after your agency watches this video, they'll understand. they'll understand. So I haven't seen a good photo since. Too smiley and too many poses. Let's look at Sexy, see if we can learn from Sexy. This is the last bad example account we're gonna take a look at. Okay, Sexy. Not even a single Sexy snap. So, all right. Now we're going to look at some good examples of things you should do with your snaps. Now, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts to show because it was extremely difficult, excuse me, to find accounts with good photos. Extremely difficult. It took us hours of sifting through profiles to find users with solid photos. So we only found 5, and they're not all even perfect. Excuse me. Okay, my throat has recovered. What I was trying to say is that it took us a very long time to find even 5 good enough examples to show on camera. But again, these are not perfect. We're gonna discuss what's wrong with them, but they're good enough to show. So let's look at Carrie here. So we have some main snaps. These look realistic. We have again, the outfit isn't extremely realistic, but it's not terrible. Notice how there's not too much cleavage or anything showing. Her face is cut off. That's good. She's doing a pose, which isn't ideal, but at least her face is cut off, and it looks like she's just laying in bed. Her arms aren't doing anything. She took a selfie. Here, she's not in frame. She's in bed, and she's doing a pose, which is not ideal, but it does look realistic because of how low effort it is. This is perfect. Was this taken in 0.45 seconds? Yes. Bam. Bam. These are perfect. Bam. Notice how the pose you can get away with just because of how low quality the snap is. It's just the orientation's not perfect. Everything's off. But again, these snaps still keep the interest level high of the guy. They realize they're still reminded that they're talking to a hot girl with these cool little tattoos with, you know, she's petite, etc. But it looks real. And then she's got some real looking legs. Now the problem here, again, is that she suddenly changes outfits. So these are all tagged as outfit day 1. So this isn't ideal. But again, these are realistic. These are very, very realistic. See the slight blur, and see just the low effort. No smiling, nothing like that. Low effort. This takes a girl half a second to produce. The pose isn't amazing, but it's a low effort, zoomed in pose, so it works. Let's check out the Sexy. Boom, Sexy. So, don't love that. So the clothes changed, which is not good, but bear with us here. It's pretty blurry, which isn't necessarily always what you want, but the point is that it's low quality. It's not super high production value. It's like it fits the scene. It's exactly what you would get if you're snapping a girl. Her face isn't in it. Notice how the orientation's off. Her face isn't in it. She's just showing up. She's lifting it up a little bit. This is from her outfit from before, so there's continuity. She's pushing things up. It's not perfect. Half of her face is off. She's in the second outfit now. Again, we don't want outfits to change, but again, very hard to find good examples here. Okay. Realistic. These are all extremely realistic. I'm subscribing personally. I'm going to be subscribing after this video. So that is that. Let's go to our next agency. So let's copy this, paste it in. I should be looking at the conversion rate just to triple check that the just to show that these are good. We'll do that. So let's go to Amber, and then let's go to main. Okay. Again, this God has blessed this agency with a normal-ish looking girl. She's not a 10, so again, that already helps. This looks very natural and normal. Notice how it's close up to the face, not too posed, no smile. This is even better. She looks bored. This is what you would find when you snap a girl. Pictures like these. She's in baggy clothes. Notice the baggy clothes. Does she have lots of skin showing? Nope. Perfect. And that's simple. Very simple. Very simple. It would be better to have more outfits, etc. But this gets the job done. Let's take a look at sexy. All they have for sexy is the bare minimum. This isn't ideal because suddenly her shirt is gone, but this looks very normal and natural. This is the type of photo a girl would be able to take. The lighting isn't perfect, etc. If we go back to main, we see that the lighting isn't perfect. The lighting is coming in from the side. It's just very, very realistic looking. I'm curious to check the conversion rate. I suspect fairly high because their snaps look so real. So Amber, all time. I suspect at least 10%. Somewhere around there. At least 10, 11% for Amber. Let's check. Yeah, 10%. Exactly. So this agency on Amber has gotten almost 3,000 subscribers with those 5 or 6 photos. The important bit is that they're very realistic. Cool. Let's go to our next agency. So let's pull up this agency here. Boom. Paste. Okay. Model. Alright. Let's check out their main. Okay, so this agency has much more uploaded for main. Let's check it out. Scroll back to the top. Alright, so this agency was blessed by the Lord by a model that looks realistic. So again, that's an advantage. It's not ideal that she's wearing such a nice outfit with so much cleavage, but because the model's on the uglier side, she looks more normal. There's a guy in the background. That's not ideal either. But because of that, she's kind of normal looking girl, and because her background's a little bit more messy, braces also kind of help. It evens out a little bit. So these aren't perfect. Again, this is too much posing, and this is too much cleavage, and it's not a realistic outfit. But this is a little bit more realistic. It gives you an idea of what can work. This is a little bit better. But the makeup, conversion rates would improve if the makeup was gone. There wasn't this silly, extravagant outfit with cleavage, and she was posing less. Conversion rate would increase a lot. But this girl's kind of average looking. Unlikely that someone would try to catfish with her, so guys are already not really suspicious, and so you can get away with a little bit more. So these photos again aren't perfect. They're not great. This is, what kind of posing is this? But because of the girl, these are good. These are good. But because of the girl, you can get away with more. So A random photo thrown in there. Not bad. These are perfect. These are exactly what you get when you snap a girl. Exactly what we wanted. Low angle, low effort, 0.45 second snaps. These are perfect. Oh my goodness, perfect. 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 Oh my lord, perfect. This is terrible. You can see the sun's position. I don't know what this agency was thinking. Because if it's noon, you're talking to a guy, it's noon, he thinks you're in the same city, and suddenly you send him a picture, and it's basically sunset. The sun is near the horizon. It's gonna throw him off. So not good. I would delete this. These are good. Random is good, but you don't want too much random, or else the guy will lose interest. So 1 or 2 max per outfit day. This is also very good. This is very good. This is bad. It'll work though. Again, because the model looks normal, you can get away with more. If you had a 10 doing this, not gonna work. But she can get away with some more posing. But again, the makeup, a little too much makeup. Let's check out the sexy, see what we can learn from sexy. So sexy. So outfit consistency plus 5 points. Again, my feedback with the outfit is that it's not a normal outfit. It's too extravagant. A girl wouldn't be wearing that normally throughout the day. But notice it's like subtle teasing. That's what this agency does well. No weird contortions with the face. Subtle teasing. The lighting's too good here. The lighting's too good. I wouldn't approve of this. Good. Too scripted. The fake laugh, not good. This will work. This is way too posed. This looks like a Google image shot. But the girl looks average, so it kind of works. But still, you don't want to take chances on your conversion rate. Too posed. Way too posed. This is good though. This is super good. You get snaps like this all the time when you snap real girls. What in the world? Looks like a cereal box looking at. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, cool. Let's go to our next agency. But before that, I'm curious about the conversion rate here. So conversion rate. I think at least 10. 13%. So this agency has gotten about 327 subs from only about 2,000 ads. Not bad. Not bad. Cool. Let's go to the next agency. So copy this. Okay, so with this one, let's go to Sarah. Alright, let's take a look at Sarah. Alright, so Sarah is very well endowed, as we can see here. So these snaps, yes, they're a little posed, but notice how it's a messy background. So this isn't something you would get from Google Images, really, or some stock photo website. And the lighting's not perfect, which is good. She's showing a little subtle teasing, which makes sense because she's got huge tits, so it makes sense that a little bit's coming out. So it's not too overt. She's wearing like these pajama pants. These make sense as well. But this teasing is critical. This will keep the guys hooked throughout the conversation, so that they get to the link share. So that's good. That's good as well. This is perfect. If you have your activity as watching Netflix, this is perfect. This is good. Again, this agency didn't do a phenomenal job. There's too much Netflix, but scattered in with some huge titties, this will work. And then these look very normal. Too much makeup, but this looks like a normal snap that you get from a girl, featuring a cat. Notice how the cat isn't posing, so the cat's helping as well. Some more Netflix. Let's check the sexy. So she's looking bored. Isn't that refreshing? From all the fake smiles we've seen all day. Again, the snaps we're showing aren't perfect, but they illustrate the points, the fundamentals. She's not posing too hard. She's not smiling like a idiot. She's calibrated. She's got a normal face on. It would be better with some pants. Suddenly the TV's off, so that's not good, but suddenly she's in different clothes, so that's not good. Not good at all. But again, this girl has huge tits, so some things you can get away with. Like too much makeup in too high angle, but it's like a messy bed and she's got huge tits and she doesn't look that fake, so it kind of works. But this isn't super ideal. Messy background. She's not smiling. These are all pluses. I say this girl has at least like 12%, something around that. Let's check. I'm curious. Again, these snaps aren't perfect, but we all know why. So we're not going to copy them completely, are we? We're going to make them better because we know why they're not perfect. Pants off, too high of an angle, too much makeup, etc. Let's check the conversion rate. So, what was her name? Sarah? Yeah. Sarah. 20%. Jesus Christ. So big tits are loved, clearly. Okay, good to know. So about 100 subs from 400 something ads. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, last agency we'll take a look at. This one right here. Boom. Boom. Alright, let's pull up the main snaps. Main. Oops. Alright. So this is Ella. I wonder what Ella looks like. Quite a bit of snaps here. That's good. Start from the top. Okay, so Ella looks like she's doing some type of homework. So again, as long as this fits the daytime activity, which is doing homework, this will work just fine. This is great because her face is hidden. Ella looks like she's like a 9, so doing things like cutting off her face and making it more candid and downplaying her is necessary. So these are pretty good. This is good. This is so good. The amount of snaps I've gotten like this from real girls is huge. She looks like she's actually bored and she's doing some type of homework. Very good. So this is nighttime. She's watching Netflix. You can see her taking it from her phone, which is good. This is a little posed, but it'll work. too much smiling right there. But this will work. She's watching Netflix at night. A little random photo snuck in. I like it. Ooh, this is not good. You can see that this is some type of German or something. Yeah, this looks like German. So if this girl's in, if this girl's supposed to be in Miami talking to a guy and the guy sees a German book, it's not going to be the best look. So make sure your photos don't have any geographically identifying information. Look how bored she looks. No smiling, nothing. This is a real girl. Again, 2024, year of depression. This is what girls look like throughout the day, if not worse. Okay, so this is outfit day 2. So she's in a leopard print. Okay, notice how there's not huge cleavage going on. This looks like a believable outfit she could be wearing. And notice how there's not any makeup on, which is good. Very good. Very good. Very bored. The stuffed animal is a good touch. A little too much smiling here. Her hair is almost too perfect. It should be falling over her face. But these are small details. Good random photo. Notice how the agency's sprinkling just a little bit of randomness. Just a little bit. So these photos will convert very, 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 very well. They look so real. I want to subscribe personally now. I'm about to subscribe now. Watching Netflix at night and doing homework during the day. Perfect. With their cookies. Yeah, these are awesome snaps. Let's look at sexy. Let's see what we can learn from sexy. Alright, so same outfit, so that's good. Just a little bit pulled down, okay. Not smiling, which is good. Let's wait for all these to load. Looks like we can learn a lot from Ella. Shout out to Ella. That was her name, right? Yeah, Ella. Okay, holding the pen is a little contrived, a little staged, a little but guys won't be looking at the pen, will they? So it'll work. And a little bit too much smiling, and then the lighting's a little too good, but this will work too. Looks very realistic. She's hiding her face, insecurity, very good. Look how poorly. This is a hugely good example. Look how poorly cropped this image is. This image is mainly just wall, black wall, and then just a tinge of her and some titties. This is perfect. The orientation is slanted. Everything about this it screams real. If you've gotten nudes from a girl, they look exactly like this. This is also really good. Her face is cut off. Her pants are missing, which isn't ideal. Just sliding the nipple right off. Very good tease. Pants are missing, not ideal. And she's smiling too much. This is not a good image. She's smiling way too much here. This is makeup. Suddenly she has makeup on, and smiling, not the move. This one, not terrible, but she's a little posy. This one, again, pants are on, which is good. She's just lifting it up based on the clothes she was wearing all day. If we cut out the smiles, these would be very good. Very, very good images. The bed's made in the background. If it was messier, it would be a plus. Smile, could get rid of the smile. Now this is outfit day 2 with the leopard, if you remember. Suddenly she lost her pants. That's not good. Not good at all. Face is covered, which is good. It makes it believable. Face is cut off. Makes it more believable. She should still have her pants on. That would make it better. This is good. She's doing her homework with her tits out. Okay, interesting touch. Congruency, very congruent. The sun is out. Notice, you can see the sun, but this is an anytime snap that will be sent during the day and night, so this isn't ideal. Um, okay, this is very good. Notice the neutral expression. Oh my goodness. This will make any guy subscribe. And it looks realistic. This is an incredible photo. Shout out to Ella. Okay, I think we get the point. This is fake. Remove it. Fake. Very fake. And she's twirling her hair, and she's got the pose, and the lighting is too good. Fake. It's good. These are looking a little too fake right now. Very good. Sun is out, so it shouldn't be anytime. It should be daytime. So guys will clock this. They'll be like, why is the sun out? It's like 2 a.m. Okay. Okay, so these aren't terrible, but they'll work. So, okay, that is enough for the snap section. We've spent hours on this section just because of how important it is. Take the time to get your snaps right. It'll be the difference between 2% conversion rate and 20% conversion rate. Seeing all those bad snaps, I hope you understand what your competition is doing. You know, the competition bar isn't very high. Just do an extra effort to get better snaps than you currently have, and you're going to blow the competition out of the water. So that's it for the snap section. Let's go to the main section now. Okay, so for main, the city you put in here governs the time zone for the entire bot. For story scheduling, mass message scheduling, what day you're on, etc. So make sure that you put the city that your ads are in. If you have ads in different cities, then turn match location on. Please have this off if you have ads in the same city, as the first part of the conversation is spent figuring out where the guy lives, and it can reduce conversion rate if you already know where he lives. So ad source, again, for all these settings, read the question marks before editing any of them. I don't want to go over every single setting because some of them are self-explanatory from the question marks. So we're going to go ahead and put 20 for our age. We'll keep youthful because the model is 20. For model info, so the only important bits that you should put extra care into are these four fields. Model info is one of them. So this is where you provide some information about your model, what makes her unique. For example, with the standard settings, you get this: you study psychology at a local college. Notice local college, it doesn't name it. That means that for each city, the AI will mention a local college when asked. And recently broke up with your ex. That's very appealing to guys. They think, ooh, fresh meat. Because he was too controlling. You have a high sex drive and like dirty talk. Cool. And then for CTA info, again, just put anything that matches your model, and it must be in second person. CTA info, this is where you put information about your OnlyFans page or whatever your CTA platform is. Lots of times guys will ask how much it is and what you post and how active you are. So at least answer those 3 questions, and then you can add in a little bit of spice. But at least put in how much it costs. So this is what the AI pulls from when guys ask direct questions about your page. And then these 2 settings. These 2 settings are one of the most important settings on the bot. So this is the daytime setting, is what the AI uses during the day to talk about what the model is doing. So in this case, this default is you are trying out different outfits at home and doing homework. Trying out different outfits at home, isn't really necessary. You could just say you are bored at home doing homework, Now make sure that every single daytime snap for every single category, sexy, pose, main, sexy, pose, what are the other categories, story, etc., are all at home doing homework during the day, because this is what the AI is going to say that the model's doing, so it should line up. Nighttime setting, this is what the AI will say that the model's doing at night. Default is you just finished your homework, you are now bored and lonely cleaning your bedroom. That could work. Now make sure that your nighttime snaps are all of her cleaning her bedroom. A very good one also is, again, these activities should be activities that can be done multiple days in a row for long hours. You are trying to find something to watch on Netflix. Also works. Now make sure that all your nighttime snaps are the girl watching Netflix. Cool. Make sure you have continue from DA on. If you use our dating app bot, which you should be, then conversations from dating apps can be continued seamlessly on Snapchat if you have this on. Cool. Let's go to rotating CTAs now. So this is where you input all your different links. So I suggest you turn auto detect bans off, because I highly suggest to put in a link, an OnlyFans link, for example, if you're using OnlyFans, with a space in it. Notice the space. So this means that your link is basically unbannable, and the AI will send instructions on how to remove the space and paste it along with the message. So the AI will send this link and say, all you have to do is remove the space and paste it into your browser. Message me there, etc. This is the recommended approach. Your links won't get banned, and it's just much less of a headache. If you put a real link, it will eventually get banned, and it just lowers conversion, because yes, the bot will realize that the guy can't see the link, and then it will send the link with the space, but why not just do it to begin with? So highly recommend you have that on. Auto detect bans, keep that off in case unless you're using links. Cool. Poses, refer to the snaps section for tips, general tips on snaps, but for poses, you can find a list of poses that you should have here. If you click on upload media, you can see the pose, the common poses right here. 1 finger up, 2 fingers up, 3 fingers up, peace sign, middle finger, etc. Important bit about poses, which you can always find this in tips, is no smiling. The girl should be pissed off that she's having to verify herself and, basically act as a clown and lift her fingers up and do a specific pose. So they should look annoyed, not smiling. Common issue. Cool. Accepting friends, very self-explanatory. It's recommended to accept friends as they come. The fresher the ads, the better the conversion rate. You can configure the settings here. We'll be adding more settings shortly. Let's talk about story scheduling briefly. To have the best conversion rate, you must have at least one story up at all times every day. That means that you need to post a story at least once every 24 hours. So keep that in mind. The reason being is guys, when they see stories, it makes the account look more real, and you have lots of attention and lots of guys swiping up on your stories and messaging you that otherwise would never have messaged back to you. So this helps conversion rate a ton. So we have made story scheduling easy for you. All you have to do is upload some stories into the story section, and when you upload stories, all you need to do is have these default settings on, and they will automatically be spaced out in an optimal way. So upload a few stories and have at least one story up at all times, and you should be good to go with stories. Mass messaging, you can find all about it with the question mark. Make sure you send a snap with the mass message, and make sure you only do it once you're done with the account, as a last ditch effort to get some more conversions. Now let's talk about some advanced settings. So as stated in this question mark, which you should be reading all of them before messing with any settings, it's recommended to keep the default settings for everything. Yes, you can play around with the prompts here and the model infos and the settings and tune them to your model and make them unique to you. That's perfectly fine, and we encourage you to do that. But everything else, we recommend to keep default. So this is because we do an analytical scan every week on what settings convert the best, and we implement them into the default settings. So the default settings are constantly getting better as we find which settings work best. So if you don't use the default settings and you use your own, you won't be using our up-to-date best optimal settings, so you'll kind of be off on your own. So only use advanced settings if you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. So if we go ahead and enable this, we'll get a bunch more settings. Let's start with phases. Phases. So phases, you can think about them as stages of rapport. You can add phases and have the interest levels increase, and you can determine the snap rate and the response delay. Turns out that having lots of phases with differences in rapport and incrementing snap rate and more response delay actually hurts more than it helps. So we recommend you keep the default on, of course, but yeah, we find that it hurts. So I'm not going to cover too much detail about these, but having high interest level at about 40% live snap rate is optimal and 0 response delay. But if you so feel to change it, you always can, and you can add more phases. The phase loop max is how many times the bot will loop around and send the CTA. By default, it's 1, which means that it will send the CTA twice, which is found to be optimal. You can edit that here. The CTA phase is the phase where the CTA script is sent along with the link. The optimal number of minimum message exchanges is 9. However, you can change this however you want. You can even set a custom time range to start the CTA at a certain time, although I don't recommend it. Cool. Mind those sounds. Let's get into the CTA script if you so choose to customize it. You can choose a script for each loop. The default scripts are very good and constantly improving, but you can choose to enter your own scripts and read the question marks for how to format them correctly. Keep in mind that a message bubble is, let's go to a random conversation. Hi is a message bubble. How are you is a message bubble, and that is a message bubble. So this message is comprised of 3 different bubbles, but it's just one message. Hi, how are you? You can denote message bubbles with the little squiggly. Hi, how are you? And you can do syntax with this. It's explained here. But this is basically how you set up messages. The best scripts have at least 3 messages, have about 2 to 3 messages. The first message is a leading question, like, you won't get mad at me, right? And then AI augmentation, of course, on. You can find out more what it does here. Let's not send a snap with that. And then let's add one below and say life has been rough. This is just an example. The default ones are very good, and I wouldn't recommend you create your own. But life has been rough, so I made an OF. And then let's send it with a sexy snap, and then let's create one last one. Would mean a lot if you subscribe. Again, terrible CTA, but this is just an example. And then again, the link is, the CTA is auto sent with this message. So keep that in mind. You can customize CTA follow-ups and messages after the conversion here, but they're not relevant, so we won't mention them here. They don't make a big difference. The default ones are great. Opener, highly recommend the default. Extremely important to send a live snap with the opener. This makes the guy more interested off the get-go, and it reduces his chances of thinking you're fake early on. And so very important to have a live snap on. You can change the opener to anything you want. Whatever it is, but we highly recommend default. We're constantly improving them, and it's collected data across millions of Snapchat conversations, so we highly recommend to have this on. Follow-ups, again, we recommend default. Nothing too crazy here. Objections, this is where you can be a little bit creative. Objections are when a guy says something that gets in the way of the CTA, gets in the way of subscribing, just gets in the way of the flow of the conversation, like, what's your number? The default objection handling is very good. However, you can customize it, add any snaps you want, etc. But we highly recommend to have this default. No reason to go through the work of customizing this yourself, unless you know exactly what you're doing. Run schedule, have this on default, but you can adjust the run schedule to your liking. Miscellaneous. Okay, we'll go through miscellaneous in a little bit more detail because there are some things you may want to configure. Delay after opening a conversation when guy is not present. You want to have the delays as low as possible in general for everything because you want the bot to run as fast as possible. The slower the bot is, the worse your conversion rate will be. So keep this at 0. The guy's not present, it means he's not watching on the conversation. For example, Yanis, he's not present. He did not on the conversation. Otherwise, we would see his Bitmoji here. So we'll keep the delay 0 when he's not present. When he's not present, we won't have any typing delay. We'll just send the message instantly. And then the delay between bubbles, so delay between hi, how are you, question mark, will be 0, which is good. Now, when he is present, notice how the delays are cranked up. So 5 seconds, we'll type slowly, 5 seconds. Only scan the first, you won't really need to mess with that. The only thing you may want to mess with is if you want to limit how many conversations a account consumes, you can edit that here. The typo rate by default is around 20%. You can always go lower if you're not a fan of typos. Or, for example, if your model is a 40-year-old mom that doesn't do a typo in her life, you could always put it at 0. We don't recommend to go any higher than 20. 20 is pretty much the sweet spot, but you can play around with it. Priority chatting, by default this is on. It allows the bot to focus on conversations that require the most attention, and neglects the conversations that don't require the most attention, such as follow-ups or conversations that have already gotten the link, etc. You could also turn reply only mode off. This means the bot will only message guys that have sent a message first. You know, if you want to save your conversations or you have a specific strategy in mind, you can always enable this, although it's not recommended. Save messages, highly recommend you have this on, although you can turn it off if you think it will help your conversion rate. Our data shows that it doesn't matter much. Keeping it on helps you to look at conversations and debug what happened, and it helps you give us feedback, and it also helps the bot remember what messages were sent better, although you can turn them off. View their stories before messaging. By default this is on, so it will always look at stories before messages. Very minimal impact on excuse me, on conversion rate, so you can turn this off if you have lots of ads and you feel like the bot is slowing down a little bit from watching all the stories. So that's the miscellaneous. Those are basically the settings that you need to know to get the best conversion rate. We spent most of our time, as you know, on snaps because that is the most important part. So lastly, we're going to talk about feedback. So feedback is extremely important. Excuse me. Feedback is how we make the bot better. We're constantly improving the bot. If you look at our feature version log, you'll see how far we've come just in the last month or two that our bot has been out. So please give us feedback on conversation. You see anything strange happening in conversations, what you need to do is simply hover your mouse over the circle next to the conversation, and you will see a conversation ID. Right now you won't see it because we haven't sent a message to this person yet, so we haven't registered the ID. But as soon as the bot sends a message to Danny, it will display his conversation ID. So if you have any sort of feedback on a conversation, the way the bot is chatting, make sure you send us the ID and we'll be able to take a look and improve the bot. You can also exclude conversations and mark conversations as converted manually here as well. So that is it for the tutorial walkthrough. I hope that was helpful. Happy converting, everybody.